What's up, everybody? Teddy here. I'm getting strapped in. We are heading out to the booth. We got some help setting up. I don't do much, but I do go along for the ride. Hold on, here comes Alicia. What?
I can find the Gorilla Tape. I think Luke already put it in the cash box.
Okay. I was making a video.
Oh, you put your crutches. Okay, so we're good. I'm just gonna hop back in.
Love you. So as I was saying, I just got to get everything together, which means I got to put on this body strap. I got a body strap that goes around my waist and braces my leg. I'm sitting on a 4-inch cushion with a hole cut out for the bottom, for the bone that's sore from sitting all the time. Then I get to put in the wedge, right? This thing's got straps all over it. I got to do each leg, right? And then after I strap in each leg, I got to take a big strap and wrap it around the whole thing. And that's just to keep the leg from basically bouncing out of its damn socket while we go down the road. So, you know, it's a lot of extra just to go for a little day trip somewhere. Not to mention the whole back of this thing is filled up with apparati, chairs, crutches, canes, walkers, grabby tools. It's ridiculous, the amount of stuff. It's like being a newborn. Got to carry all this crap around everywhere. Gloves for the hands. You know. One more strap. And then we're going to do the dry herb vape, because we have decided to eliminate combustibles. Now, I agree with you, because I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. Man, I love to smoke the green. I agree. It's great. And there's something about the combustion and the inhalation. It must produce things that aren't present otherwise, because it's got a completely and totally unique feel. As a matter of fact, smoking a doob feels totally different and better in some ways than like ripping a big ass dab rig full of concentrate. The theory is the dab rig full of concentrate will get you, more blazed or whatever. But like I tell people all the time, it's not about the intensity, it's about the quality. And getting blazed out of your gourd doesn't always feel good. A nice, really vibrating body feel with a little bit of loosey-goosey mellow, much better. So anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're doing the dry herb. I had to kick nicotine completely, because newsflash, they don't tell you this, nobody ever told me this. Nicotine's an actual problem. It's not just the carbon monoxide and the tar and everything else in tobacco smoke. For years, I've even told people that, because, you think you know something, you do the research, but, it's obviously been biased and not very thorough, because the truth is nicotine itself and cotinine, which is a byproduct of nicotine in your system, inhibit your blood vessels and your bone growth. So one of the reasons why people that smoke look so old and so haggard is because they're not getting any oxygen in their blood, really. Okay, that's one. And two, your bones can't even produce the fibrous material that helps them grow and heal. So, if you've been smoking for a long time, wondering why your hands get cold at night and why when you get a cut, it's taking forever for it to heal up, it's the nicotine. It ain't the tobacco. The idea that you can cut out the tobacco, no more smoking, just use a vape, right? Or a lip pillow, that ain't gonna work, because that's not the problem. It's actually the nicotine. So, this isn't the answer. Vaping isn't harmless. It just isn't. I want it to be like, hey, it's just nicotine, it's not that bad for you. Well, if you got any kind of medical issues, it's terrible for you. And this one is a zero nic. That's why I'm holding it up and showing it. This is no nicotine. This is no tobacco. This is just pure water vapor. And because it's got that ice and junks in it, it works as a substitute. It really does. I've gotten my nicotine consumption down to a couple of puffs a day, and that's just within a few days. So, and I'm a 30-year lifelong consumer of nicotine. So trust me, if there's ever a test case for using a zero nic vape to get off, I am it. So I think that's it. Oh yeah, hemp's gone. They banned that shit for legit. And it could be as early as March. when the law is all signed in, they could start enforcing immediately. There's nothing currently in the legislation that guarantees a year delay. Everybody thinks they get 365 days or something. I don't know where people get that number from. It's not in the law, okay? Just go read it. It's really vague. Now, there isn't also a clear cutoff, but there is language that says within 1 year of enactment, which means that in March, you got a year to be fully compliant, but they can actually enforce immediately, right? They can enforce, restrict, and remove and say you can't come back until you're compliant. A lot of people think compliant means, oh, we got a year to get rid of our stuff. No, it means you got a year to validate that you're even allowed to exist as a retailer doing what you do. And in the meantime, if they got any of that shit on you, it's gone. You really got until about March when it's actually officially signed into paper. Now, we all know what's going to happen. Weed ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It was here before 2018, bitches, and it's going to be here in 2058. And it's going to be everywhere. And there's going to be even more of it because, you know, we ain't playing no more. We the people are done. And there's no more of this y'all's laws versus all laws. None of us give a shit anymore. I'm talking about the little Christian old lady conservatives in this country. I talk to those people. They don't give a shit no more. The crazy left-wing lunatics, they don't give a shit no more. They successfully destroyed everybody's faith in everything. So nobody gives a shit anymore. I mean, it's really hard to care about right or wrong when it's not applied to everyone equally. You know, at that point, it's just however you feel. They've effectively made the postmodern theory of how you feel is real and turned that into our political leadership. So, don't know what to tell y'all, but we are done. And if it gets to the, you know, outlaw phase of life, well, damn it, just call me Al Capone. Because that's exactly what's going to be out. You know what I'm saying? No more of this taking it, you know, bending over and taking it again. Getting tired of it. So somebody reached out to me about doing a little video and about getting a little active. Well, I don't want to be the face of nothing. But if you want to be the face of something, come on, message me. I'll turn you into a face of everything. I'll make you the biggest anti-hemp guy on the planet. I'll write all your speeches. I'll get you the gigs and I'll get you the crowds. You know, calling all volunteers. I don't want to be in the limelight because I just got, you know, I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want any attention, you know. You can say thanks, Teddy, for your help, but I don't want any attention. But if you are the kind of person that's a great speaker and wants to, you know, put yourself out there and, you know, help save hemp, I'll got your back. I'll write up your speeches. I'll get you a speaking engagement within 2 weeks if you contact me. So we got to do something, folks, because it's just not right. You know, most of the people that do business with me are elderly and they're disabled. And that's like 80-90% of them. So the idea that these people just get their medicine yanked out from under them is bullshit. And the other thing too is some of these people go, well, you know, we just want regulation. Well, no. They want regulation that's so intense and so extreme that it prevents anyone but the big boys from playing. See, in this country, it used to be that you could work yourself up. You could create something and build it up. But, you know, the Oreos companies, the Hershey's companies, you know, go watch this stuff about Mad Men and what it really is. It's corrupt players at the high level crushing the competition illegally and getting away with it because nobody can see it. But if you go look at the history of all these huge mega companies, it was violent and vicious and horrible. And it's still like that today. They stopped the hemp industry because small independent mom and pops were able to go out and start a business, be successful, and take care of their family. And that is not what the people that run this country want for you. They do not want your independence. They want your dependence on them, and they want your money. So, yada, 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 yada. Bunch of bullshit, baby. I'm a little pissed today. 9 minutes. Well, I'm not going to go any longer because I ain't feeling like editing. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to smoke my Zero Nic. We're going to go and we're going to have a good day setting up. You need to come see Lucas this weekend and do some business with my boy. He is a hardworking young man. He deserves it. You guys know it. Plus, he's a looker, ain't he, ladies? Yee. Bye.